I don't know about you, but I absolutely love the summer season. It's a great time of the year. School is finally out, families can enjoy barbecuing, going to the beach, cooling off outside in the sun with a glass of lemonade, getting ready for the football season coming up. There's really nothing like it, and I have to admit, I love it even more than most people do for one simple reason. I'm a teacher. And that means it's vacation time for me. I get 2 months off with a full 12 months of pay, and I love every minute of it. It kind of reminds me of something that the great President John F. Kennedy, who actually briefly worked as a teacher when he was younger, once said. He said, "This season is the quintessential experience that epitomizes the practice of education." Can you believe that? Well, you shouldn't. I just made that up. John F. Kennedy never said that, and he was actually never a teacher either. Oh, yeah, and us teachers actually only get paid for 9 months of work spread out over 12 months, not for a full year, like I had said earlier. I just made up those three facts right now, and you may have believed at least one of them. In fact, you might be surprised to learn that I've tried this on dozens of people, and most of them believed all three of these statements without a second glance. It's amazing, isn't it? How someone can create a video like this or stand up in a public setting and make up an entire story in order to deceive a crowd of people. Nowadays, it feels like it is so easy to convince others that something is true. I'm guilty of it too, don't worry. I mean, when it comes to the internet, social media, and online articles, it's getting harder and harder to tell if something is true or not. And it's really sad that we live in a world where we have to second guess everything we hear. It seems nearly impossible to know what truth is in the society that we live in. You know, there's actually a popular phrase that describes what I just did, and I'm sure most of y'all have heard it. It's called fake news. I'm sure you've seen those two words somewhere, either on television, a newspaper, or maybe even online. Nowadays, it's a real problem. I've even heard that there are actual employees out there that are hired by politicians and the government whose job is to literally make up an entire story about any topic, pay a few people to be false witnesses to make it sound believable, and sell it as the truth. The ultimate reason that this fake news is circulated is to convince a mass amount of people to side with a particular view, even if it's false. And it's unfortunate that the world doesn't have a reliable source to go to for the truth. The world does not have someone to teach them right from wrong anymore, because for every right, someone argues that it's wrong, and for every wrong, someone else argues that it's right. The world needs a teacher. But the ironic thing is that everyone is a teacher, whether you realize it or not. If you're a parent, you teach your children. If you have a pet, then you might need to teach it good habits around the house. Or you might even be teaching others how to act through your own actions every day without even knowing it. To put it simply, it is in our nature to teach. But it doesn't stop there, though. It's also in our nature to be learners. Most people don't notice it, but we have a supercomputer in our heads right now. This thing that we call a brain is more advanced than any supercomputer in the world. It is designed to store information in several different ways. We take in information through things that we hear, see, taste, feel, and smell. Our five senses are meant for us to learn about our environment, and our brain is used to store this information. Whether you're watching YouTube, reading a book, smelling something before you eat it, you are learning. However, there is one other way that we can take in information. There is another thing that we can use to learn about our environment, about those who surround us. There is one other thing we can use to learn how to react, respond, and remember. And that thing is called the Holy Spirit. So today, the word is on the Holy Spirit as our teacher, our guide, and our counselor. I feel like one of the most important things to understand about the Holy Spirit is how he interacts with us in our daily lives. The Holy Spirit is not someone we just encounter when we speak in tongues or when we heal the sick. The Holy Spirit is someone we should be in constant communication with every day. By the end of this series, my goal for you all is to see the Holy Spirit differently, not just as someone Jesus Christ has sent to us for help, but an entity that we should be in constant communication with every day. My goal for you is to see the Spirit as your personal guide, counselor, and most importantly, a teacher. Hey everyone, it's What's the Word here, and I want to say thanks for listening to this introduction video, which is the first one of a sermon series called The Holy Teacher. The whole sermon takes a long time to make, so I decided to split them up into a few videos rather than cram them all into one. I plan on releasing 2 or 3 other videos on this series, so make sure to click the like and subscribe button beneath the video so you don't miss out on the rest of this sermon. Also, once you've subscribed to this channel, you can click the bell icon next to the subscribe button so that you can receive a notification of when the next video is uploaded. Thanks a lot for your support and have a blessed week.